If you guys want to know how to play Camille like a pro and carry every game as a Camille jungler, then you guys have clicked on the correct video. I'm gonna give you an in-depth guide on how to play Camille. It's an intense 1 versus 9 carry game in the jungle, so definitely stay tuned and let's go. Hey, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here for today's video. This will be your ultimate jungle pro guide for Camille. How to 1 versus 9 every game on Camille. So, how do we start the video? I'm gonna explain to you guys the item build the skill order, and then also the pathing. Let's start with the skill order. In the beginning of the game, I start with the first ability, level 1, because I'm gonna get a lot of attack speed so I can clear as quickly as possible. Then I get at level 2 the second ability, level 3 second ability. So it's S3, S1, S2. And then level 4, I most of the times put another point into the third ability just for the lower cooldown on my hook shots, and also for the quicker jungle clear because you get more attack speed. And then afterwards I max the first ability, and then the second max is gonna be the third ability for lower cooldown on my hook shots, because that's gonna be really important for moving around the map as Camille and giving you a lot of attack speed on top of that when you hit your stun. Okay, that's it for the skill order. And then obviously last is gonna be the second ability. The item build that I like to go for most of the times is number 1, Trinity. It's gonna be very good for Camille, provides you with all the stats you need, and also the passive applies on your true damage as one part. So you can do bonus damage on your true damage. So with Trinity, the second part of your first ability is gonna do tons of damage. So that's 100% core item no matter what on Camille, just because of the damage boost you are gonna get from the Trinity Force. Afterwards, most of the times I'm gonna go for Steraks Gage, then Guardian Angel, then it depends. Now it's gonna be tricky. This current meta, what's hot? What do you need? Everyone is running crit builds. Everyone is running 2 or 3 ADCs. What's really good? What's an amazing item against this? Randuis Omen is the go-to item on bruisers right now, especially on Camille. If you want to be more tanky, and if you guys want to tank for your teammates, because in this case we don't have a main tank. I think Gragas is AP and we have Lux. Therefore, I'm gonna go for the Randuis Omen. They have Lucian, they have Ashe, they have Master Yi, tons of crit. That's why I will go for Randuis Omen as my 4th item, I think, or 5th item. And then last item might be some magic resistance or even death dance for even more damage and ability haste. So those are the options you can go for. Maybe if you play against a lot of AP damage, you might as well go for some extra magic resistance with Wit's End. Wit's End could be a good option for more damage and magic resistance. Then obviously you have Force of Nature. You could go for more of Mortius if you don't go for Steraks Gage. Otherwise the passive will overlap. I mean, you could go for Spirit Visage, but I don't think you will need it because your healing is not that great. And having the extra movement speed is going to be really important. And why is movement speed really important? Just so you can move between the lanes quicker. Maybe while they're fighting on one objective, you will try to get another objective on the other map. You will try to get the turret really quickly moving down. And therefore, I like to go Force of Nature. And For the runes, I like to go Pathfinder. And why Pathfinder? You guys might be wondering, why Pathfinder? It gives you tons of mobility to help your teammates out on the map. That's why I like to go Pathfinder. And if you guys know Doom, he is the best jungler in Europe. He plays Pathfinder every single game on every champion. Every champion he uses Pathfinder minus Shyvana. On Shyvana he doesn't do it, but on every other pick he goes for Pathfinder. Just for the increased mobility, so you can join teamfights quicker, you can out-rotate, stuff like that. Pathfinder, new broken rune, or I mean it's not new, but underrated rune on junglers. And for the runes you can go for Conqueror for more damage. If you guys want more sustain in the early jungle clear, you can go for Fleet Footwork. It will provide you with a lot of healing. Yeah, in the beginning of the game, especially if you play against champions that might invade you and you want to be full life, like for example Rengar, Lee Sin, they might try to gank you or invade you level 3. So having the extra healing in the early game might be really beneficial to not be too low. As you guys just saw there, you can use your second ability while dashing, so they will immediately get slowed and you can just secure the kill. You can also use the hookshot into second ability into flash, so you can extend the dash range super far and hit the second ability immediately. Just for finisher, I think if you want to hit someone or kill someone long distance, you can use this combo, for example. Pretty good in my opinion. We're gonna get dived here. I'm gonna use my ultimate. Let's see. I'm just gonna die. But Yasuo comes for the cleanup. Other option that I think I didn't mention it yet is Conqueror. Conqueror is really good for Camille because of the damage boost. Do you need Grasp? No, you don't, because you're not in the lane. It also got nerfed, so you can't really stack up too much as a jungler. So either Conqueror or Fleet. And then otherwise I go for Brutal and Hunter Titan or Boneplate. Hunter Titan, if they have a lot of CC and you want tenacity and HP, and Boneplate if you are gonna fight in the early game. Maybe Conqueror or Fleet Boneplate. So if they try to invade, you can fight off the 1 versus 1. Let's talk about pathing. Pathing. What makes Camille unique? What makes Camille so strong in the jungle? It's her mobility. It's her mobility and her ultimate. The ultimate is an insane ganking tool because you can lock up people in the ultimate and you can basically guarantee a kill whenever you have your ultimate up. And then secondly, mobility. You can out-rotate the enemy whenever they try to force an objective. You can go to a different lane, maybe try to get the turret, maybe try to steal some jungle camps, maybe try to get the, like, they go for dragon, you can go for rift turret, they go for dragon, you can go for the top turret. Or if they gank top side, you gank bot side. So you can always diverse the attention of a team fight into another lane, basically, whenever you use Fiora. I mean Camille. Oops. Whenever you use Camille. So that's it for trying to diverse attention with Camille and why she is so great at splitting the whole map. Like, she can be really good in teamfights, but she can also be really good at snowballing a different lane. Like, they're fighting in one lane, you can snowball in a different lane. That makes her really good because she is so quick at moving around the map using her hookshot, and then also Pathfinder. So, let's talk about pathing. I did it in my recent Jax video. In my recent Jax video, I explained jungle pathing in the past, but I'm gonna repeat it for you guys for this video. I mean, what I do as a jungler, pathing wise, is pretty much the same on all junglers. So, number one tip. You guys have to pay attention to your jungle matchup. Who are you laning against, or who are you jungling against? And what is his typical jungle pathing? You guys need to anticipate. Listen, anticipate and think about the enemy jungler's pathing. Do you want to fight against him? Do you want to avoid him? Do you want to invade him? That's all a thought process that you have to keep in mind when you play jungle. Where do I start? Where do I want to gank first? Where can I gank first? Where can I gank first is a big question. And also, am I strong in the early game? Can I gank in the early game? Do I have to play it safe? Do I have to just focus on farming? Those are all the kind of mini stuff or stuff in general that you have to keep in mind whenever you play jungle. It doesn't matter if it's on Camille or any champion. You always have to think about the matchup. And you guys might ask me, okay, Darkbreaker, how do I know the matchup? It all boils down to experience. You guys might ask me, okay, Darkbreaker, on this champion, can you make a matchup guide? Can you make a matchup guide in the jungle? It's gonna be really hard. It's also very hard in the top lane because for every champion the matchups are different. So for every champion you can basically make a matchup video. So you can't really do a matchup video for just every champion, because just one champion can be a video. So in this case, let's talk quickly. You guys will also ask me about matchups. So matchup wise, I think Camille can be played against any champion. It can be played against any champion, but you might have to change your pathing according to the enemy jungler. If you play against Rengar, Lee Sin, Kha'Zix, they are all very strong early game junglers that can invade you. So maybe you have to anticipate, is he gonna invade you at blue buff? Is he gonna contest you at the scuttle? So maybe you have to avoid him, go to a different side of the map. Like if he starts red buff, maybe ask your teammates to put a deep ward. They will probably not do it, but most of the times if you play against Lee Sin, and if they want to play aggressive, he's gonna go full red clear into blue buff invade. What do I do then? Option 1. Let's talk about option 1. Option 1. You start red buff, you finish your entire red buff, and then you just go for scuttle or an early game gank. Or, yeah, early game gank in the bot lane. Option 1. Option 2 is you start at blue buff, so you avoid him when he tries to gank you. That's like like chess. Jungle is chess. You have to anticipate and predict what the enemy jungler is gonna do. Where is he gonna gank? Where is he gonna start? This comes all down with experience, but hey, most of the times, you guys know, people start red buff and then they go for 4 camp clear. Red, raptors, wolves, blue buff, scuttle. This is like the most common thing. So just, I think if you guys always think they were gonna do that, then you already know the pathing. Like 90% of the times in your elo, if you're watching this, if you're like platinum, you're emerald, you're gold, this is 99% of the times people will go for this standard pathing. So unless you play against Lee Sin, you can always assume they are gonna go this way. I just had something in mind, wait. I just had a really great point in mind about pathing. Oh yeah! You can see where the enemy jungler is gonna start, looking at where the enemy is pulling. That's how I can see it. Like, if the top laner is not in the lane yet, then he is most likely pulling for the jungler at red buff. In this case, or if the bot lane is leashing, right now they are at blue buff. But let's assume the enemy is blue side, which is standard. Then most of the, like 99% of the times, junglers are gonna start red buff. So you can see if the top laner is leashing red buff, he starts red buff. If the bot lane is leashing red buff, it's no, I mean, if the bot lane is leashing and they are blue side, he's gonna start red buff. And if they are blue side, they will always start red side because of the better pull. Because the bot lane is gonna give you a bigger pull. Therefore, 99% of the times they are starting red buff. Like, this is basically the basic pathing that everyone does, and if you guys always keep that in mind, this is already a big advantage. Thinking about, okay, he's gonna start red buff, he's gonna finish at the opposite side, and then he's gonna gank the bot lane, or the top lane, depending on which side they are. So, usually people should anticipate when someone is jungling. And Camille, first of all, is a great jungle gank initiator because of the dash into ultimate or dash flash into ultimate. Like, you clear vision, you can dash from over the wall, they don't see you yet, and then you extend the dash with the flash and then you ultimate and you can secure the kill. She's also very good at counter ganking. Like, someone ganks, you anticipate the enemy jungler's gank, and then you are gonna counter gank. This is also a very important part about jungling, counter ganking. How do I counter gank? Oh, I didn't talk about lane priorities yet. This is gonna be very, very, very big for you guys, so you guys understand. Counter ganking comes down to also thinking about your own laners. Thinking about whether or not they will have priority. They will be able to help you out at Scuttle. They are being shoved in the lane, stuff like that. I think I talked about it already, but for you guys who are new to the channel, for you guys who don't know what that means, lane priority means your laner is winning the lane, he shoved the wave, he harassed the enemy laner, for example, he's gonna be early or he's gonna come quicker for a Scuttle fight, for example. I think that explains it, basically, what priority is. So basically, who is gonna be quicker to help you out at fights in the jungle, like invading, who's gonna be quicker to come and follow, ganking wise, who's gonna move and help you at Scuttle or at the other lane to gank. This is priority. So you have to keep that in mind. Where can I gank depending on my laner's priority? If you have a Fiora, for example, she will always have priority in the early game. This is a good example. So, option 1 is you gank her early because she has lane priority, she harassed the opponent very hard, and you can dive and get a free kill. Option 2 is you can contest Scuttle very easily because Fiora has lane priority and she's gonna help quicker than the other laner. So it's gonna be 2 versus 1 situation in the mid lane, in the top lane for the Scuttle. But you also have to consider the mid lane priority, of course, whether or not the mid laner is gonna come. So you always have to keep those factors in mind. You need to learn and understand every matchup. You need to understand who's gonna win the lane in the top matchup, who's gonna win the lane in the mid matchup, who is gonna win the lane in the bot matchup. And if no one of your laners have priority, sometimes you won't get a Scuttle because, as you guys figure, the laners are gonna help quicker than your own laner. So therefore, maybe you won't be able to get a Scuttle. What do you do then? You just focus on... What do you focus on? Farming. Get level 5 and then try to counter gank. Just focus on farming then. If you can't get Scuttle and if you can't gank anywhere, then focus on farming. Okay, so far this game is really intense. We have 14 kills. They are 30... I have 14 kills. It's 34 to 26. This game is very, very intense right now. Very intense. Okay, this game is 50-50. Another tip is before the objective, you wanna lock your camera. You wanna lock your abilities onto the objective so you can secure it. Okay, we got the Elder, now we have to reset. This is big. Getting the Elder, very big Elder Inferno Dragon. And another tip to secure, not only locking your abilities or your smite onto the objective, like you can drag, so it's gonna be locked onto it before the objective is like 2k, you wanna do it, or before 3k. And then also you wanna combine your abilities to secure the smite. For example, as Camille, you can test how much true damage you will do with your first ability. And then, can I skill this maybe? Oh, we do, nice. I still have Guardian Angel, but I'm gonna lose it. We get 2 kills though, so that's pretty good. So you can combine your abilities to secure the objective. Usually, Camille late game, your S1 does 1k damage, so you can use it at like 1.9k. You use your S1 and your Smite together at the same time, so you can burst at 1.9k and secure the Baron buff. So that's my tip to secure objectives. They're gonna play very aggressive and secure the tier 3, but Baron buff is up now. So guys, if you enjoyed this video and all those tips I gave you for this video, then like the video. Like the video, that would be awesome to support the channel, to boost the YouTube algorithm, so maybe more people are gonna get this video recommended. And obviously it's gonna be nice when I give you so many tips and more people are gonna see it and more people are gonna learn how to jungle or how to play Camille exactly. Gonna go for this Master Yi, he's pretty low. Hopefully my teammates are gonna come and help me. I don't have Baron though. This is gonna be an issue. I do not have Baron. I mean, I do not have HP and I don't have TP yet. So maybe I can buy TP and join now. Okay, let's see if I can help the Vayne. She died. Let's go for the Ashe. Boom, boom, boom. S1. Actually, Lux got it. Let's see someone. I think she is still in the bush here somewhere. Yep, there she is. Oh, she backported already in time. It's Batman. 2 people are dead, Master Yi is dead, and therefore I'm pinging for Baron buff. Because, yeah, enemy jungler is dead, I should be able to secure it. Might be risky, but hey, we are the jungler. I'm gonna be confident that I'm gonna secure it. Let's see. Let's go for the Akali, she's gonna die. Let's go for the Irelia as well, she's gonna die. And now I just have to secure the Baron buff. Got it, and now let's go for the Lucian as well. Someone needs to defend afterwards really quickly. Gonna go for this guy and secure the kill. 70 kills, godlike, 1 versus 9 performance on Camille so far. We do have Elder Dragon and Baron buff right now. So we just have to de-push the waves, clear the waves, and then we can try to shove the waves and secure the last 2 remaining tier 3 turrets. Go for the blue buff. They also do have 2 tier 3 turrets though. So the game is still very close, to be fair. Even though we do have 2 with Elder. Okay, I see the wave right now. Hopefully Yasuo is gonna clear it. It's a big wave. Hopefully Yasuo is gonna clear that one. He actually goes for the red buff. And Master Yi is pushing. I'm pinging. I'm backporting already. Am I backporting? Yeah, I see the TP. I'm backporting as well right now. They're all TPing in. This is their backdoor attempt, and yeah, I think, I mean, I already know what's gonna happen. We're gonna lose it right here. This is just so unfortunate because if the, okay, we lost it. Anyways, I'm gonna show it to you guys again. I will explain to you why we lost that. This is like so unfortunate because I see the wave right here. I see the Yasuo's moving, but he doesn't go for the clear. Like if you cleared this, even if they all TP to the Master Yi, without minions they can backdoor. Because we have Baron to teleport back really quickly. But because the Yasuo didn't clear the wave, and they all TP to Master Yi, the wave is already at the tier 3 turret, and it's a big wave. Like Yasuo clears this with 2 abilities. He presses 1. If he has static, they just almost all die. And then even if they attempt this backdoor, then they don't have minions. Without minions, it's gonna be very hard to kill the Nexus because of the protection. But because the Yasuo didn't clear the wave, he had a huge wave here, but instead of clearing it, he went for the red. And then he even saw the Master Yi, but he still did the red buff. So by the time he sees it, the wave is already here, and now they all teleport to Master Yi. What's gonna happen now? They all teleport to it, and also Vayne didn't backport back. Lux react too late. It's only 3 people. They're also 3 people. They have a huge wave right here. The Yasuo could have cleared it, but instead he is an idiot. He goes for the red buff, and that's why I lost the game. It was on my main account even. I was so sad because I was like, I played so well. 70 kills, 3 deaths, 11 assists. We got the Elder. We got the Baron. We should be able to end the game right here. But now 5 head. Actually, I think this was a bet. I think if the Yasuo just cleared the wave, this backdoor wouldn't work. But because the wave crashed in, like, you see the minions are already here. They can just look at the minions where they are. The minions are also hitting the Nexus right now. And because of that, they can just rush it. Minions are hitting in. They do so much damage because the minions are at the Nexus, no protection. They're gonna end it. Like, see, this guy's low life. Those two are low life. Vayne doesn't come. Vayne doesn't come for the protection to protect the Nexus, and we lost the game. Kind of unfortunate. Hope you guys still enjoyed this video. I think this was a very good Camille performance in high elo. And if you guys did like the video, in fact, and all my tips I gave you for not only Camille but also on how to jungle in general, then definitely smash the like button. I would appreciate it. I'm gonna try to pull off or give you guys more guides if you guys want to. Maybe give some suggestions in the description box. I mean in the comments. So I can see what type of guides or what type of videos you guys like. And yeah, subscribe, activate notifications. I see you next time. Bye bye.